Namaskar. So the question today was, what makes a good leader? I think there are four qualities, and the first and most important I would call unity consciousness. It is a spiritual quality. It is the feeling of oneness, that everything is part of me and I am part of everything. And I think that this consciousness is important because if we don't have it, then we have separation consciousness. And when there is separation consciousness, there will be the feeling of working for the interests of a particular group or working for one's own self-interests. Whereas if we have unity consciousness, then there is this feeling of identification, compassion, love for all. And having that feeling enables us to work for the benefit of all and feel happiness in working for the benefit of all. So a good leader has to have this joy in serving all, loving all, feeling compassion for all. And I think that the quality of unity consciousness, because it is one of the things that make us happy, that we are looking for. Someone who has unity consciousness will have a degree of happiness, composure in themselves. So that means they're not driven, as others might be, to find that happiness outside themselves by acquiring power, by acquiring wealth, or whatever. They can be happy with a simple life or a life of service, because they are fully satisfied spiritually within themselves from this feeling of oneness and connectedness. So they are less able to be corrupted and touched by self-interest. I think the second quality that we need is, or that a leader needs, is moral courage. So any type of development or progress, whether it be personal progress or whether it be social progress, has to overcome some obstacles. There will be opposition. Internally, there will be opposition from your own weaknesses, your own self-interest, and externally, there will be opposition from vested interests, people who don't want things to change because they don't want to share, or everything is set up for them enjoying the world at the expense of others. So we cannot make changes without coming up against these obstacles, and to fight against these obstacles, both internal and external, takes a lot of courage. So moral courage would be the second quality that a leader must have. And the third quality would be self-discipline. If we don't have self-discipline, it is very difficult. If we can't control ourselves, then it will be next to impossible to control other people. All of us have, our natural selfish tendencies. So there's always some kind of decisions that be made. There's competing interests within ourselves. And if we don't have self-discipline, we become, to some extent, the slave to those tendencies. And that will mean that we can't do our duty properly. So our weaknesses will get in the way of the proper functioning of doing our duty. So self-discipline would be the third characteristic of a good leader. And the fourth one I thought of was practical ability. So it's not enough to have moral courage and to have vision and a sense of unity consciousness. You have to also have the ability to do planning, to organize, and to put your ideas into practice. So someone who knows how to work in the world, who understands how the world works, is also a important characteristic. So practical ability. So yeah, that's it. 4 qualities: unity consciousness, moral courage, self-discipline, and practical ability. Thanks. Namaskar.